cancer or not, this is hands down the best looking dude in the house.
Buddy, who wants a treat?
Now we have to give him a treat. Today we're decluttering and creating a recycling unit. So this, in most houses, is supposed to be a minibar / office. In our house, it's just turned into a corner of chaos, and everybody has one. This right here is where things don't make sense anymore in our house. Lots of reasons: pandemic, sick dog, husband working from home, which he calls living at work. So every surface in our house that's a flat surface is somebody's office, and by somebody I mean not me, and the only other person in the house is our dog. And this is what it is: medication, vitamins and supplements, and things that you grab on the go before work, more medications, extra storage for entertaining that we don't do anymore because we're in the middle of a pandemic, more entertaining, extra 12 place settings. Why do I have extra 12 place settings? Well, I'll tell you why. Once a year I host Valentine's Day brunch. Again, more stuff that makes no sense, like there's a French Corningware serving dish, and then this is ridiculous. This is a whole box of keys and locks. I'm pretty sure this is a dog license for a pit bull that we lost a long time ago. It's ridiculous. So bear with me. This might take a few hours. You won't know because the video will be less than 20 minutes, but bear with me and we'll get through it. So I know that Marie Kondo says, take everything out, but the sad reality is it's gonna go back in the same place. But I can consolidate better. So I save chopsticks from takeout and like one-time use cutlery simply because I refuse to only use it one time. So here we go. It's gonna go into the pantry. This needs to be decluttered. This is medication. So there's no way I use cough syrup every day. So this can be edited much better. And now is a good time to deal with this. So as many of you probably know, my dog has cancer, and so he is on copious amounts of medicines, and this is not going into a landfill. So what this is going to turn into as well is a recycling video of how exactly things should be recycled. So we're going to get to that. Saw me do this previously in a decluttering video. What I do is I take tissue boxes, and they seem to be the perfect size. These little ones my mom saved for me from Canada, so I guess that's why there's a picture of the Rockies, I guess, on the front. Kind of cute. So this is going to be like pain management module, and I've been doing yoga with Adrian during the pandemic because I'm too scared to go to the gym, and that being said, gyms are closed, but I am not having a whole lot of pain. Like plantar fasciitis is gone. It's been great. So this is going to be the pain module. So ibuprofen, Tylenol. I'm pretty sure this is expired. This is toothache medicine. Discard after 6, 10, 20. So that goes in this pile, which is like take to the pharmacist and ask them what to do. Next, we're gonna do supplements. So this is a nice pretty tissue box. This one seems to have some sort of cherry blossoms on it. Works for me. So tell me, do medications get out of control in your house too? Comment below. I'm really curious to know. Also, all those plans I had for the pantry, I think that's what happened. They all fell through with the pandemic. So, life's sort of been in limbo. But you know what? When you're a minimalist, it's okay because you know it's temporary and you know that you'll get your sense of order back very soon. I'm hopeful. And I'm going through each one and making sure that they're still good. So 2023. It feels like a pantry declutter all over again, doesn't it? So, and we also have doggy supplements. This is our progress so far. So we have emptied out the lower shelf and that's how things are going. And I think I might have to do a bathroom break. But right now we are doing business card sorting because what's really happening here is this has turned into a junk drawer declutter. So this is our cord drawer, and the goal is to put it in these. Now these are actually from like a craft supply store. You can find them Michael's, Joann's. They're meant for pictures. So first thing we're gonna do is just decide what stays and what goes. So we found more phones. So we have one Apple, two Apples, one Samsung, and then this is a Apple, what is it? iPod. Okay.
Never used.
Which we never use. Isn't that tragic? Can we use that?
Yeah, sure. To download music and play it.
Okay.
Yeah. But everything's in the phone right nowadays. So.
Okay. Understood. So this is our pile, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to those. All right, let's discuss these. Let's go through each one.
All right, so these are like universal.
Okay, so let's make a module for all the
USB charging stuff, right?
1, 2.
There was one more. There we go.
3.
This is the one I really like. This came from our UE.
Okay.
All right.
4.
So you can use those.
This is for the car.
This is for the car, but
it's for an Apple.
The Apple, yeah. So we can keep that.
Okay.
My car. Actually, we can get rid of it because everybody has USB drives.
Okay. So whatever we're getting rid of, we're gonna put it in the Amazon box.
That goes away.
Okay.
That's a nice watch. Someday I'm gonna find a way to fix it.
All right, so we'll put that in the to-do pile.
To-do pile.
Okay. So this beautiful watch, is this from when we first got together?
You
got
about
one,
that
I got
time.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
So 16 years old, we will salvage this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. The
Flash drives.
Flash drives. Always good to have. I just don't know what I really need for it.
I bet you $10 says that my master's thesis is on one of those.
Okay, so I'll keep it.
It's a joke. Wait, what did you just throw?
That was a trash.
Okay, trash goes in a trash pile. See, this is why it takes 2 people. This too? Okay. What's this?
This is like a light. Oh, actually, no. What was this? This is a camera add-on for your iPhone.
No way.
Yeah. So you could actually hook this in such a way that this acts as a zoom lens,
Okay.
and that could be your light.
No way. So
Yeah.
do people still use that?
Oh, with the nice Samsung phone you have right now, I don't think you need it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we used it at one point in time, but I think it's a good thing to still have it because
Okay.
I can use it for my Apple.
All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, hold on. Let me just make sure
More cords.
it's properly. The cord is for charging this battery.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep this.
That's a keep. Okay.
That's a keep. This is an external hard drive. It's
Now,
a keep.
do I need one of these?
We
Because
can just use this.
because
So
I
don't think
use
it's
so
full.
much.
Yeah, we can use this to store extra stuff. It's
Can we
about,
make that a project this weekend?
yeah, like
Okay.
1 terabyte. Just gotta make sure I have the cord for that. I hope it's
Okay.
here somewhere.
All right. So let's make that a mission. We need to find the adapter for that. What is that?
Not
External
that
hard
up
drive.
cord.
Okay. All right.
External hard drive.
Got it. That
This
we need.
keeper.
Yeah. So how about is this our keep pile? Because we have a jack
No, we don't want that. We don't need that.
that goes
Trash
in
pile.
the Amazon.
Trash pile.
Yeah. What's that?
This is cell phone charger for Apple. So
And should we keep it?
yeah.
Okay. So where's the keep pile? Right
This
there.
was the key pile.
That is the keep pile. Okay. How
And
many
this is a,
pods do we need?
This is a good one to have.
Okay.
Then recyclable.
Okay.
Battery recharger.
What's this for?
I think we found it. That's
That's
it.
the one?
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
All right.
I haven't been this happy since you got me Starbucks an hour ago.
Okay. So is there a way you can tie it and put it together?
Yes.
Perfect.
This wouldn't be a decluttering video if I didn't close the loop as best as I can for it turning into a recycling video. So this chaos right here that you see is all the recycling. So here we have, I'm embarrassed to tell you, some of the expiration dates. This is an inhaler from August 2019. I guess that's not so bad, but I'm embarrassed to tell you that there's like pain meds that's from like wisdom teeth extractions. So apparently pharmacies take these. So I just took a Ziploc bag, which I will be reusing until it barely retains the properties of a solid, again, for the same reason. Then I have this. During the pandemic, I spent way too much time on Facebook and started getting ads for ridiculous things I don't need. I bought one thing and it was called Function of Beauty shampoo. It's perfectly fine. I didn't need to spend that kind of money on one bottle of shampoo just so I could have my name on it. But the sales pitch is it's just designed for you. It was no different than $1.95 for Suave shampoo. Sorry, Function of Beauty. But this is for light bulbs. So I take a butter container and I put light bulbs in there. Why? Because in the past I used to throw light bulbs in the garbage and I don't think you're supposed to do that. But if I did do that, I didn't want the garbage man by accident to get hurt. So this has to go to the recycling center as well. And this is my way of not letting things look ridiculous. Next, we have batteries. So in here are batteries, AA, Ds, AAAs, and I collected from our smoke detector, from the TV remotes, and they need to be dealt with appropriately. Now, if you see how much I've collected, you realize like, oh, she's been doing this for a while. Yes, I have, and that is why my house looks as chaotic as it does, is because it's delayed decisions and also accumulation. So once and for all, these things are actually going to go in my car, and this is where everyone makes fun and says, oh, she spent the weekend decluttering and then the next 3 months driving with recyclables in the trunk. I'm guilty. Okay, so that's one. This is the low-hanging fruit. Grocery bags. Now, I don't want anybody yelling in the comment section saying, why does she have plastic grocery bags? She's a minimalist. Can't she just reuse? I have a dog. That's the reason why. However, when I get home, I check the grocery bags, and if they have holes in it, I obviously can't use it for the dog. And every time I go to the grocery store, these take a trip with me to be recycled. Next, I want to talk to you about freebies. So I decluttered what's supposed to be the bar. That's what the people who built our house called it. They called it mini bar / office. The problem is it turned out to be our junk attractor. Like we've said, we will have his and her junk drawers, and we have no right to criticize each other and say, why do you have 11 pairs of sunglasses in your junk drawer? Why do you have 4 different measuring tapes in your junk? We're not allowed. But this is annoying. My husband volunteers with his company, and I think that's wonderful. They go to like a soup kitchen, and that's great, but I know that. I know he's wonderful. I don't need a bracelet that says get involved. What's this one? This one I think is for suicide prevention. Common ground. What do I do with these? Like, if you have any idea for upcycling, please tell me. But here's where I'm going with this. If you go to a conference, if you do like a charity bike ride, do not pick these up. This is going to end up in a landfill, and it makes me really sad. Somebody please reach out to me and give me an idea of what to do with these bracelets, because I found these in the junk drawer. Next is this. You go to these conferences and they give you all kinds of cute little badges, and I guess we love kids and we always pick up stickers and stuff. So when Christmas time happens, we send Christmas cards with stickers from various conferences that we've attended. That's great, but now children are getting older, they don't really want it, and they definitely don't want these various kinds of badges, no matter how cute they are. So now this has to go in the junk drawer. Again, tell me if you have an upcycle idea for badges and swag wear that they give you at conferences. Next, cell phones. So these are the cell phones I have owned in the last decade. This is like the oldest iPhone, and I found this very flexible case at like 5 and below. So there's a very, very old iPhone. I am sure there are invaluable pictures in here. I don't know how to get them out. Next, we have the Samsung S5. Love this phone. There's nothing wrong with it. As of last month, I stopped getting calls. Like, the phone's ringing and I'm trying to hit the home button, the face, and I can't pick up phone calls, and that's dangerous, especially given that we're in a pandemic. I work in healthcare, family's international. It's just a bad scene. There's nothing wrong with this phone, but I don't know how to get it fixed. I don't know where to get it fixed, and I'm embarrassed to tell you that I bought a new cell phone. Now, this thing is a dream. It is Samsung S20. It's gorgeous. Yeah, she is very pretty indeed. Very nice phone. I hope we have a nice long relationship together. But in 1 decade, there's no reason to have 3 different cell phones. I think a cell phone should last a decade. You shouldn't have 3 phones in a decade. But if you want to discuss that further, look up my book review on A Life Less Throwaway, and also stay tuned for whether I did the right thing by just throwing my hands up in the air and getting a new cell phone. So we need to figure out how to recycle cell phones, because I'm quite sure that they generate some pretty damaging things to the environment if you just threw it in your garbage can. All right, so let's go see the progress we've made. This is our final look of things. Not much different, but I can't tell you mentally how much better I feel. So I've decided to call this the landing zone. Ignore the cutlery, because we had that whole pantry idea that's still in progress and frankly on hold till the pandemic's over. This shelf right here has the to-go mugs, so water, coffee, and alcohol. That's a Yeti, and you can put a beer can in here and then walk to the neighbor's house without judgment. And behind there's a thermos. This is medications, my daily medications, allergy medicines, pain. I put Tums in there because if you've had acid reflux, it hurts. Pain, and then supplements. And then here is things like remote control for the awning, remote control for the pool, goggles in case a child comes over and starts crying because the salt hurts their eyes. My husband insists on having a screwdriver here. I'm not going to argue. This is the key drawer. Not going to argue. A stopwatch. Not really sure why, but sure. Okay, this is a work in progress. So this is my to-do list. See who wants an iPod and give it to them. Donate old cell phones to soldiers and fix Vinay's watches. So this is my to-do list. This is why this place accumulates so much clutter, because they say that clutter is a result of delayed decisions. Well, now you see why, because there's my to-do list right there. This is the medication file. So here's my medications, and I'm, if I have to wonder, if I take vitamin C, does that make my medication inactive? There it is. There's the little pamphlet that the drugstore gives you, and I just have them right there. This is the dogs file. Highly recommend this. If your animal has surgery, go through and actually draw a grid of what started when the infection set in, which drug, what doctor, what time. I can't tell you how much it helped. So the dog, and then I've decided to make this our emergency manual, and I will do a video on this, but I think every home should have an emergency manual. So that's it. That's our landing zone. This is his and her junk drawer. I really believe in the privacy of others, especially your spouse if they're not a minimalist. So let me show you mine. Mine's actually looks terrible, but it actually is organized. I keep old wallets around, and I keep gift cards in them. I keep Canadian currency separate, and then I keep a few notepads for groceries and such. I someday hope to have 2 dogs again, and these are the collars for when I have 2 dogs. So everything related to mail is here. For instance, I have to mail some... what is this? Some sort of supplements to my mom. So this is mail. This right here is another messy but makes sense to me drawer. My husband insists on keeping Ziploc bags for when he travels because he says he needs them for cables. So out of respect, I don't mess with his stuff. These are the cables that we organized that you saw before. There they are. And I know that he complained that there's no visibility, but it's clearly marked. So there are lint rollers, and those are accessories for the iRobot. It's kind of random, but it makes sense. Now here's an empty space right there with some old placemats of various places in Canada. And then this is sad, but you never know. So these are puppy training pads because I guess as the dog ages, they might have accidents. So these are belly bands. So when they sleep through the night, they're protected. And these are adhesive bandages because we've had a long road post-op. So there's Instagram decluttering, and then there's real life decluttering. So let me show you. We went from a Zara box of cords down to this many cords. So this is what we're keeping. So these are adapters, USB drives for, like I was joking, but I wasn't really. There's a good chance that my master's thesis is in there somewhere. And these are more cords that we're too scared to get rid of. This is progress. If you've seen the last decluttering video, this is progress. What we wanted to do was be all pretty and Instagram worthy and put each cord into one of these picture boxes. But you know what? We did better than that. We actually are down to this. So that's pretty good. Now what we're gonna do is the most important step. If you're gonna declutter, you have to put things away. That means that all of this has to go into the trunk of my car. We have to figure out what to do with cords. We have to figure out what to do with batteries and a light bulb. We have to donate glasses. That tiny area is working overtime, and now it's going to work a little extra overtime because I'm going to take my work bag and put it in here. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you staying with me for this long. And if you've stayed this long with me, you deserve a cookie. All right. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.